On this week's weekly video fishing forecast, we do have a preview of the big December issue of the Fisherman Magazine, which has the gift buyer's guide. Fisherman's Jenni Ackerman has her open boat video. I go around the map with some notable catches and our correspondents check in from around the island or here at thefisherman.com.
The fishing news is sponsored by these fine partners.
Today's Wednesday, November 22nd, 2023, and I hope along with your turkey you have some local seafood on the Thanksgiving menu. If you're on the South Shore, you may still have a shot at bass even with the northwest blow Thanksgiving morning. Fisherman's Jenni Ackerman has some bucktail tips from the beach for us.
Hi everyone, welcome to this week's Open Boat. Today I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite lures that I never leave home without, the bucktail. Oh, the bucktail. So why do I always keep the bucktail in my plug bag? I use it in the fall and the spring. The bucktail is an awesome and versatile lure. It's heavy, it helps navigate the water column. You can control where it navigates in the water column. And I've had great success with the bucktail when nothing else works. Prime example, we're in the fall run right now, waiting on peanut bunker. When those peanut bunker are here and there's bass blitzing on the peanut bunker, you're gonna be instinctually casting a topwater. So that topwater may not be getting the attention of the stripers. So you need something that gets in with the peanut bunker. That's when you throw a bucktail, because that bucktail can get in right with the peanut bunker. You can feel as you're reeling in that bucktail, you can feel the peanut bunker freaking out around it, and then you're gonna get hit because it's in with the bait. It's not above the bait, it's not below the bait. It knows where to be in the water column perfectly. Another thing with bucktails is they've been around for a long time. Literally, the Air Force used in World War II a little rescue kit, like had a raft and everything in it. It had bucktails in it, because if these airplanes went down in the ocean, they needed a food source. So they had a bucktail to catch fish and survive. So not only is a bucktail helping the United States Air Force, it's helping you surf casters out. I use my bucktails in the fall and the spring. Fall time, I'll use them off the beaches, but in the spring, I'll use them, a heavier one, like a 3-ouncer. I'll use in some spots that have heavy current, where I want that bucktail to get down and go behind the rocks to lose that current, because big stripers will be hiding deep down, trying to stay out of that heavy current. So I've had great success with bucktailing. The conditions with them don't really matter for fishing off the beaches. We've had days where it's nor'easter conditions, no one's fishing the beach, it's raining, the waves are ripping in, it's rough, and we're using this very bucktail catching stripers. You're not, in those conditions, you're not going to be using a topwater. You can use your bucktail. So that's just a quick rundown on the infamous bucktail and why you should always have one in your plug bag. So make sure you guys get some. This one is the Gen X by S&S Jigs, the red head and the white body. And then this is a little trailer. It's called a JK Bait trailer. They're really nice. And get the best out of your fishing experience with the best bang for your bucktail.
The Fisherman Magazine has launched their apparel store. We have hats, sweatshirts, hoodies, t-shirts, all online now with free shipping for orders over $100. It is the perfect holiday gift for yourself or that person that you know that likes to fish. Visit thefisherman.com/shop or click on the card in the upper right for more information. The December issue of the Fisherman Magazine is out now and just in time for the holidays. We do have a holiday gift guide for you with over 60 gift ideas or for the angler in your life. There's pages of ideas including rods, reels, tackle, electronics, and more. Check it out. You know, I have to say one of my favorite eating fish is sea bass. Please check out my article on these tasty biscuits. Charlie Soares has a reminiscent read on the waterman, the way it used to be. New England editor Dave Anderson has an informative article on the effects of El Nino on our fishing. All of this and more in the December issue of the Fisherman Magazine. A gift subscription to the Fisherman Magazine is another great idea for the holidays. When you subscribe or renew, you'll get and receive a $20 gift card for SureHold products. $30 does get you the glossy issues and digital issues, plus you're automatically entered into the Dreamboat contest. Click on the card in the top right or in the link in this video's description for more information.
After such a wild week last week, and with first place changing hands, it's hard to believe that we didn't see any new entries this week. But with only 8 days left in the tournament, we are set up for a thrilling finish. Let's see if anybody can knock Bobby Cifarelli down with a heroic catch in the last quarter. The top three looks like this. Norman Bouchard now holds third place with 17 points. Kyle Kraus was knocked out of first place and now stands in second place with 30 points, and Bobby Cifarelli with his Titanic Tog now stands alone in first place with 33 points. The Dreamboat Fishing Challenge is the Fisherman subscriber-only multi-species fishing competition with a chance to win a new 21-foot Steigercraft center console powered by Yamaha, along with many other great prizes. Visit thefisherman.com to subscribe and get all the details so you can be part of the action.
Now for an upcoming event, the tradition continues. This Saturday, November 25th, is the Lindenhurst Fishing Flea Market. Doors open at 9 a.m. and go through to 2 p.m. There's going to be new and used tackle. There are deals you do not want to miss right before the holidays. For all the details, click on the card or visit thefisherman.com/events. Now let's go around the island with some notable catches. Dennis Blair let us know that the stripers were still inside Oyster Bay and slamming top water plugs. He caught this one earlier in the week, also on the North Shore. Jeff Lamont went out togging in Mount Sinai and was able to catch a limit up to 6.5 pounds. He followed up with a South Shore trip, jigged up a mess of stripers out of Moriches on jigs and spoons. Asante from the metro area touched base with me recently. He said that he and friends were finding stripers of 44 inches in Brooklyn by night and a mess of tog from the piers around Brooklyn during daylight hours. If you have a notable catch, email me at mbroderick@thefisherman.com with a photo and any details, and I will try to get it into the weekly video fishing forecast or the magazine.
You may think you protected your outboard or personal watercraft for the winter, but you're not done yet. Fully protect your investment, you need to fight corrosion and remove all the water in the power head and cooling system. Winterize It Pro does just that. The innovative foaming action penetrates and expands in the cooling system, giving you the ultimate protection and peace of mind that your engine is safe over the freezing winter months. Get your Winterize It Pro now from MarineMate.com.
Meteorologist Rich Von Ohlen has the outlook for the Thanksgiving and upcoming weekend weather. Rich.
Hey, thanks, Matt. Let's check that weekend forecast and see what we got going on. You can always check your favorite apps, weather tools, weather sites, whatever you got. This is a general heads up, general overview on the upcoming weekend. So water temps, 50s, kind of holding there for the last few days and weeks. It's going to start to get a little bit colder as we go throughout the next few days here. So you should see those temps come down a bit. I was reading about 55 back in the Back Bay's Reynolds Channel last week. Friday's map looks okay, dry, northwest breeze, a little chilly. Hardly any wind on Saturday, but it's going to be a cold day. That's an Arctic kind of high coming down there. And then Sunday, a little return flow, a little milder with the warm front coming through, but should be okay. I think fishable in the ocean, the sound, the bays look pretty good. The surf looks good too. Saturday waves, not much, about 1 to 2, 1 to 3 feet. We start to get more of a 2 to 3, maybe a 4-foot roll later Sunday afternoon, but I think it's fishable in the ocean. The big deal Saturday, despite the calm weather, it's going to be like glass. It's going to be cold all day. Temps mid to upper 30s for highs. That's more like, January weather. Sunday a little better, upper 40s, close to 50. I think pick of the weekend if you don't want it too cold. Northwest breeze on Black Friday looks okay for party boats, for six-packs, any kind of black fishing. Just a good day to do that stuff. Saturday, hardly a breeze all day. Just watch out heading out there, though. It's going to start out a bit icy on the deck there. And then Sunday, a little return flow from the south. And, seas should still be pretty good. So Friday, not bad. Fishable, northwest 10 to 20. A little chop out there, 2 to 4. Inshore should be better. Saturday, it's calm all day, but, very cold, temps in the 30s. And then Sunday, not bad. A little milder, about a 2 to 3 foot chop with a south-southeast breeze. So again, overall, not a bad holiday Thanksgiving weekend. That should be okay. Still some bass coming down the beach. Plenty of blackfish in the ocean and the bays. Catch them up, enjoy. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving holiday to you and your family. Catch them up. Nat, back to you.
For more than 20 years, anglers everywhere have come to know one thing, that nothing says no to fish bites.
Now we're checking with Captain Timothy O'Rourke from Montauk. Tim.
Thank you, Matt. Well, greetings from Montauk, everybody. In some ways it's starting to slow down, but in other ways it's staying really good. So the striped bass fishing, they're coming through in waves. It's definitely not like it is up to the west, but there's still a few fish to pick away at. The blackfish, sea bass, all that stuff, codfish is actually going pretty good and consistent. When the weather cooperates, everybody's getting out and still really pounding away on the blackfish in front. Some giant tuna around if you want to check those out. But mostly everybody, I just want to say have a wonderful Thanksgiving. It's been a great year, and as things start to wind down, I just want to say thanks to everybody for all the support. I continually run into people saying, hey, I watch your report. So I just want to say thank you very much. Enjoy this time with your families and your friends, and we will see you next week. Thank you, Matt.
From Sag Harbor, we have Will and Andy.
Thanks, Matt. Report this week out of Sag Harbor. Look, this season is definitely starting to wind down. Blackfish is still going strong. Stripers still happening out here on the east. We're seeing some crazy action from the surf. We're seeing these ghost and giant bluefin tuna anywhere from just off the beach to a couple miles offshore. And obviously, giants got to go back, but some of the bluefin are of extraordinary size and make for some great table fare and a perfect Thanksgiving treat. So obviously, guys, still time to get after it. Season's not over just yet, and we'll see what happens next. Thanks, Matt. Back to you.
From Shinnecock, let's check in with Mike Dean.
Thanks, Matt. Hey, everyone. A little bit of a guest cameo studio type of setup here. I'm over at Tight Lines Tackle in Southampton with Ken Morris. He moved here from Sag Harbor, as most of you know, and shop looks great. A lot of stuff coming for next year with... He's probably going to have a rod building studio downstairs I was checking out. A lot of other exciting stuff. So be sure to keep in touch with him on his Facebook and his Instagram this weekend. The whole store is 10 to 15% off on different stuff. So come and check it out. Unfortunately, it does seem like the striped bass season is kind of winding down on us. Didn't get a lot of time in this week, cold weather, a lot of wind, and it looks like this weekend's going to be kind of rough. But there's still some fish around, probably going to be small ones. You never know, that 10 to 15 pounder could be in the mix. So we're going to see what happens. We also have to see what happens after this big weather that we're getting tomorrow is going to move through. Hopefully these giant bluefin will stick around. A number of people have hooked into them. Almost all of them are gigantic, 500, 600 pounds. There have been a couple of smaller wreck sizes that have been caught. They've been caught on the troll, on spreader bars, on bunker spoons, and a few people have gotten them on poppers. So just amazing to see fish that size swimming a couple hundred yards off the beach. So it's been a great season. Hopefully you can squeeze a little more time out of this. Blackfish still going strong. Hampton ladies getting some good trips in. I've also seen a couple of catches in Moriches off the rocks, and guys also, really close to the rocks on the boat with the spot locks. So with these colder water temps that have been creeping down, that's going to start to get going. So want to wish everyone a happy Thanksgiving, and thank Ken for letting me do this video here, and I'll talk to you guys next week. Back to you, Matt.
From Northport, we have the Calmar Bait and Tackle Report.
It never ceases to amaze me just how fast time can fly by. That's why it's so important to grab the memories while you can. The fishing's still going well if you're off the boat. And it's all about going out on one of the party boats or the for-hire boats and enjoying yourself some blackfish, get some fish in the freezer for the holiday season. And there's sea bass out there. We've got blackfish out there. There's still some porgy around. Seen some bass in the mix. But for the most part, the fishing really has slowed down in terms of people getting out. It's been cold and it gets darker earlier, of course, as we know. But that's that's a perfect time to get on one of these boats. Jump on at 6 to 7 in the morning. Enjoy the day out there. The crisp air has so much to offer. It's really fresh as well. It's just nice to get out and get in touch with nature sometimes. Get away from all of these media things that we have and just let your mind filter out a little bit of what Mother Nature has to offer. I bid everyone peace and tight lines, and of course, a happy, healthy, and warm Thanksgiving.
From the Fire Island and Great South Bay area, let's check with Captain Lorenzetti.
Hey Matt, Captain Al here, Fire Island report. It looks like all the big fish are out of the bay. All I caught were shorts inside. So it's going to be ocean fishing, I think, for the rest of the season. The weather looks good for this weekend. There should be some good fish on the outside. The weather report's good. The ocean should be flat, so hopefully we'll find some more striped bass, some slot fish, some big fish, maybe some tuna fish as well. Blackfish bite is still picky, but still going on. So that's it for this week. Happy Thanksgiving to everybody, and talk to you next week, Matt. Take care. Bye-bye.
From Captree Bait Tackle and Fuel, we have Brendan Rutiglia.
Thanks, Matt. We're winding down for the season here at Captree and on the South Shore in general. There's still some bass on the beach, but it's definitely thinning out. I'm getting reports of some, schoolie or just keeper size, if that, on the beach for the surf. Boats are still hitting it strong. There's definitely some bigger fish outside. Even if you make your ways towards Jones, there's definitely some over slot and some, nice slot fish. Blackfish still hitting hard on the shore. I'm still selling those $3 green crabs. Wednesday was supposed to be our last day, but we're going to extend it because we just have a beautiful weekend this weekend. So we will be closing on Sunday for the season. That also means that we're going to continue our end of the season deals or Black Friday deals and go for it through the weekend. So our hours are 6 a.m. to 7 p.m. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And happy Thanksgiving, guys. And if we don't see you, we'll see you next year. Or we'll see you at the shows. And happy holidays.
With our flying freshwater report, we have Paul McCain from River Bay Outfitters.
Hello, Matt. Well, I had a very exciting week. I've done things I've never done before. I was a guest of Captain Brian Arena from Salty Dog Fishing Charters out of East Rockaway, and it was a great time. He took us out. He showed me things I've barely fish all the time. Showed me techniques I've never done before. We had an absolutely great time. We actually went out into the ocean looking for bunkers, looking for bass. We were hoping to get some on a fly. It just didn't happen. It was windy and they were just down about 25, 30 feet. It just didn't happen. But he did show me techniques I've never done in my at all. And one of them, of course, was line living. Never done it. Had a great time. But the other technique that I really enjoyed was called snap jigging. Never done it. Who knew, right? So it was a great day. We each caught fish. We each had a great time. Brian did try with a fly rod, and he did have a bump, but it's really chancy, when you're out there. Now, I had a great time. We all caught fish. There was another Captain Frank Machia from Firefly Fishing Charters, and he's at a Long Beach. And he actually been sending me photographs, and he is catching them on the fly. You have to be there when they're really on the surface, not too far down, in the rips and all that. And he sent me photographs of fish that he's catching. So it's been a good week. Surprisingly, not a lot of people have been out, maybe because it's colder, right? As far as the freshwater goes, well, the Lawyer Fly Rodders had their trip this past Monday, and I got photographs, and I'm checking on Instagram and all that. The guys fish. They caught a lot of fish. It was cold, but they had a great time. There's no reason to stop fishing. There is so much fishing out there. All you have to do is, stop in and talk to me. Now, I will tell you, we are doing a big sale for, I call it Small Shop Sunday, weekend. It's the weekend. We're having a sale the entire weekend. Stop in and 20% off most of the items in the store. It's going to be a great time. I want to wish everybody everybody a happy Thanksgiving. I'm glad you're all safe and sound, and we're going to keep fishing all winter long. So until next week, tie lines.
Let's head on over to Max Finch from the Connecticut side of the Western Sound.
Hey everyone, Max here from Fisherman's World with another local fishing report. This past week, the Diamond Jig and Bite 11B's been great. There's still some big bluefish in the mix. We've seen some half-bitten schoolies coming into the boat along our beaches, Sherwood Island to Fairfield, Penfield Reef. Long Beach and Stratford's still really good. They're still getting some nice blackfish locally shallow around the islands, and then our deeper water wrecks and reefs like 28 and the Celtic wreck. Middle grounds, we've seen some really good blackfish and some knothead sea bass too. And then the mouth of the Housatonic is really starting to heat up as the fish start to enter for the holdover season. Porgies are still around. Guys are getting them from the boats, mixed in with blackfish in our deeper water wrecks. There's some really big hubcaps. We've seen like 16 to 17 inches. That's a really big porgy for this time of year. And then we're moving into Thanksgiving. On the back end of this moon, we should see, the Housatonic really start to heat up as we move well into December, into Christmas, the lower part as the fish start to work their way upriver. Thanks and good luck.
The well-dressed Raul Ortiz, the urban angler, has a report from around the city.
I'm in my car right now. Just finished fishing in the rain. It was a very good night. Probably over 25 fish caught easily. Most of them, probably the biggest, about 15, maybe 20 pounds. A lot of fish in the Long Island Sound, guys. A lot of action. Tonight was a really, really good night that was well overdue. Besides that, anywhere around the city, you can catch schoolies and fish up to about 40 pounds. On the Long Island South Shore, you can catch fish. Probably be lucky with a 20-pounder, but a lot of schoolies in the mix right now. A lot of schoolies, and things are tapering down, and pretty much just really good around the city, possibly Staten Island and New Jersey. Not easy, but they're around. Fish are still around, and they should be around well into the new year, guys. Anyway, thanks Raul for the pictures. And I just want to say happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Happy holidays. I wish you all the best. And catch them up while you can, guys, before the season is over. Anyway, back to you, Matt.
Remember to like our video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and tap on the bell to be notified instantly when we do post a new video on YouTube. Be sure to check out this video's description on YouTube for all the related links and index for our specific reports. Please support our correspondents by visiting their websites and their social media pages. Don't forget that this video is available as a podcast on iTunes and Google Podcasts. Search for the Fisherman Magazine podcast and subscribe so you can listen to this broadcast and our other content. From the staff and myself at the Fisherman Magazine, happy Thanksgiving tomorrow and enjoy the rest of your week. Catch them up. We'll see you right here next Thursday on the Fisherman's Weekly Video Fishing Forecast.